We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers baseball starts right now. Freddie Peralta, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
First pitch, 7-11.
Here it comes.
At the ball.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
0-1 the count. The pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Peralta has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career. Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Now batting, Javier Baez. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Hit in the air out to left field. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Yu Darvish will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
At the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man Brock Holt. Fouled off. Darvish has racked up over 70 innings on the mound, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
And he lays off there 1-0. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Now a long throw home, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Row, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
2-0 now. He's set, now the pitch.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will get this one.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And he pops it up. Baez into shallow center. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Eric Sogard.
At the plate, Eric Sogard. And Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Darvish pauses. Here's the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Brewers lead this one 1-0. So coming to the plate, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Wilson Contreras.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Contreras could very well be a member of this year's National League All-Star team, as he ranks 2nd in the league amongst catchers in fan voting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The average coming into play right at 320. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. And he lays off for ball 1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up. Stepping in, David Bodie, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. It remains 1-0. So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Bouncer to the left side. Bryant's got it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. In now, Freddie Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. Slider finds the zone for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-2. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
That's
2-0 now. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
3-0 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Settling in now, Yu Darvish. A textbook sack bunt situation here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. To second for 1. On to Smoke, but it's too late as he'll get just the 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First offering on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Navarez has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit softly down the line at first. But a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 1-0.
Welcome back as Milwaukee prepares for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Brewers have been treated to a lot of production from this lineup so far this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Leading off.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The shortstop, Rock.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-2.
2-2 down.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman,
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're up 1-0. Here's Javier Baez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gets dirty and gloves it. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play. So an outstanding play at short to take away a potential base hit there. And with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team fielding percentage. And we see there that they're currently ranked 3rd best in that category in the NL. So one away here in the Chicago 4th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Contreras in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
That one's in there. 3-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Chopper down the 3rd baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
Perfect.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Hit hard to short. Reined in. A bare hand for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next for Milwaukee, Omar Narvaez drew a base on balls his first time up.
Omar Narvaez.
Now here's the pitch.
Count 1-0. Good eye, batter. Come on.
The 1-0 home. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Again, a 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
High in the air out to center field. Cap is right there, one down. Coming to the plate now, Avisail Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Garcia, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He's a 9-year major league vet. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Hayward is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
The third baseman,
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. And he takes ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Darvish pauses. Here comes the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Thank you, Heidi. Set to deliver the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hard hit to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
David Bodie.
So in now for Chicago, David Bodie. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And there's ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Line toward the alley in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
50th pitch of the game on its way. pulled high in the air out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right. So he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
The pitcher,
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Here's Justin Smoke now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out. Stepping up now, Freddie Peralta, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
He froze him on the fastball there. Freddie Peralta becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Hard liner to center field. Cain is there, and he has it for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Lays off 1-0. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Hit hard to the right side. Scooped up. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
now batting, shortstop, Javier.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And he'll get back in safely. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there, not let this inning get away.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One left for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Brock Holt now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
2-0 now. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Popped up. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. Lifted in the air to center. Howe has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So striding forward now, Christian Yelich. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. And that misses ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in, Jason Hayward. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. The 1-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Line toward right center. Kane patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. One out, nobody on. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So digging in now, David Bodie, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Low for ball 1. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. So here's Avisail Garcia. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. Kyle Ryan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Kyle Ryan.
From the stretch. Popped him up. Contreras is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eric Sogard.
Here's Eric Sogard. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin.
At the plate now, Justin Smoak, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far, and he fouls this one off. Sogard, base runner at first with 1 out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Hit in the air down the right field line, and foul. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. Bodie is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Ben Gamble will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the Brewers. Number 16, Ben Gamble.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Oh, and he can't hang on. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Brock Holt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-0 now.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 3-1 pitch lifted into the air out towards center field. Howe is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs nothing. David Phelps has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41.
So striding in, Jason Kipnis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Now the pitch. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Garcia at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Kyle Schwarber will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Kyle Schwarber.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 15 long balls, and he's driven in 24. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
To 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Here now the 2-2.
I got 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Skied into straightaway right. Yelich on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-0 to him now. Now here it comes. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. The 3-1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Brandon Morrow is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Chicago Cubs, number 15.
In is Christian Yelich. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and, in fact, up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Keston Hiura, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Fouled away. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here now the 2-2. This is in the air to left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Striding into the box, Omar Narvaez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Oh, that counts.
A ball and no strikes. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball right down the line in left, and no one will track it down. Fouled off. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Josh Hader comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Ready with the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. The next Cub up, Javier Baez, lifetime against this pitcher. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Garcia has a read on it. 2 down.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1.
1-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
2 balls and a strike to count. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Freddie Peralta earns the win, his second. Yu Darvish is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Josh Hader hammers down the save, his 22nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.